And now we are live on YouTube. Hello, people from YouTube. I'm Larissa, your hostess today. And let me present myself first. I'm Larissa. I'm 26 years old. I'm an architect. I work with landscaping. I live in Rio with my husband and my cat and my dog. And I've been here on Talk and Talk since the pandemic, but I've hosted since July last year. And today we're going to talk about deep thinking. Okay, so Talk and Talk is a platform that you can talk in English, Spanish, Italian, and French. It's a safe place to practice and to make mistakes and, of course, to learn a lot. Okay, so let me share the questions with you guys. Can you see the questions, right? Perfect. Okay. I don't think it's necessary to divide us, or do you prefer to talk in a small group? What do you prefer, guys?
For me,
Two
it's
groups
okay.
or okay, so let's start with the presentation. So Leticia, can you present yourself, please?
Hello guys, my name is Letícia. I'm living in BH and I'm 26 years old. I work as marketing analyst and in my free time I love dancing forró and I usually go out with my friends.
Great, great. I love cohort too. So Mateus, go ahead, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matheus. I'm 29 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro. Actually, I work in industry automobilistic in data area. I like this area. I like this area, this technology. In my free time, I read any books about my area, about the technology in general. I read other books, but I like read books with about my area in a data area. In my free time, I go to the shopping, I go to the beach. That's it.
Great, great. And do you read in English too?
Book in English, I'm not, but I have one book about my area in English. In the next month, I buy this book. It's very, very good, this book, about indicators, about things. But no caso, será my first book in English. That I buy for about my area. But the
Great, great.
other books, when I read, it's not in English, but the next month I may buy this book.
Great, Mateus. You should try to read it in English because it's great to get more vocabulary. It's amazing. Thank you, Mateus. So, Ferezin, go ahead, please.
Hello, guys. I'm Luis Ferezin. I'm 40 years old. I'm a specialist network. I in IT, né? I about the cyber security, about the networks. I work in companies, data center, about the when the companies can make, for example, the main servers or inside the safe place, for example, data centers. And in my free times, I ride a bike and practice martial arts, né? And swimming. I like swimming too, and read books too. And in my area, I the best books in English, just in English, and I read the books in English very much in my area. Technical English is good for me, but when I read story in English, but book stories in English, it's more complicated, more complicated. But I try to read the books in others areas.
Yeah, it's a challenge, right? And
Yes.
there's a lot of people from IT area here on Talk and Talk.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Thank you,
You're welcome.
So, Elton, how about you?
Well, hello guys. So I am a guy from São Paulo. I am 31 years old. I've been working as a Python developer. So I'm graduated in computer science. What else? In my spare time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to spend some time away from the computer because I spend a lot of time in front of the computer. So I like to practice hiking. I like to run some street racers. I like to, well, I forgot the words, but I'm take some swimming class nowadays. I like to go to the beach. I like to travel. What else? I'm a father. Yeah, that's me, guys.
Great, great. That's another guy from IT area here.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Jessica, go ahead, please. Oh, Jessica is not here anymore, so no problem. Let's start with the questions, guys. So, number one, in a discussion, do you usually change your ideas or opinions? Yeah, it's happened because I try to open to hear another ideas, another opinions about something. And sometimes I change my idea, but if I think I am right, or sometimes I don't want to change my ideas, but in the most of the time I change. I usually change. So what about you, Elton?
Well, yeah, sure. But like you, not always. I believe that we need to pay attention in the other opinions. We need to filter very well this opinion because it depends. I can have how can I say? I can have a point of view because I have a different background, and the other party can have another background. So for me, the right word is depends. So you need to analyze the environment, analyze the other point of view, but you need to have your own search, your own research, and I don't know. It's a hard question, but sometimes we live in a decade that we have a lot of fake news. We have people that just follow some influencers, and the influence uh, talk some bullshit, and the people like to share this bullshit for a lot of people without do a research or even know if the history is really true. Uh, yeah, that's my opinion about it.
Yeah, we need to be careful, and it's important to have on point of view and ideas. It's
Yeah,
great to thinking about this.
but I am a guy that I consider myself how can I say, a guy with open-minded. I like to listen. I like to pay attention in other conversations. So, like I said, I like to really know if that subject is real.
Great, Elton. Thank you. And Jessica, are you there?
Yeah. Had a blackout on my street, so I am without light right now. But I'm back, so I think I didn't make my presentation yet. So
Yeah.
I am Jessica. I am 22 years old. I live in Valparaíso, near Brasilia. And in my free time, I also like to read books, but I'm not in the same area of there are some guys from here like Tei, and I like that area too, but I graduated as a nutritionist. And I think the most books that I read is fantasy, and I love to reading books in English. Yeah, I think that's so.
Great. Thank you, Jessica. And can you answer the question number 1?
Okay, can you send me again? I
Of
lost.
course. Can you see the questions?
Yeah. Thank
Perfect.
you. I think I have, it's difficult. I think normally I like to hear different opinions, different ideas, and be open to listening, to trying to not have any prejudice when someone is talking about a different thing that I don't know. Is difficult. Like I normally not make my not change my opinion, but I trying to see the things in a different point of view, and mostly when it's something that I don't know nothing about, and I think it's something great to listen different point of views, and the most of times I feel like it's make me grow in some aspects, and it's make me feel good to learning about different things. So yeah, I think I cannot change my opinion when it's something that is maybe something that is raised in myself. That's something that I believe, truly believe. But I like to see the things in a different point of view.
Yeah, you said something interesting, because if I don't know about a subject, it's if it's not my area, I need to hear the another person, another point of view. I need to open to hear, and learning about this. It's important. Thank you, Jessica. So, Leticia, what about you?
I think like you, but during the discussion, I don't usually change my opinion. But after I can think and reflect about this point, and maybe I should change the opinion or apologize about something.
Yeah. Sometimes I have a strong idea and I don't want to change. So it's difficult. I feel you. So, Perezi, go ahead, please.
Yes. I don't like to change my ideas, but I listen, but I listen the others' ideas. But it's a better idea for I agree. For example, in my work, in the other guys when I speak, in the it's other better ideas. But I feel difficult to change my opinion. I mean, but I think to better about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the work it's
I
difficult
have a
because
problem. Yeah, I have a problem
yeah,
about it.
because sometimes my boss asks me to change something or do something that I want to do, but I need to do because he is my boss.
Yeah,
It's difficult, right?
yeah.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
Mateus, go ahead.
Yes, in my case, I think it depends the discussion. I don't change my ideas, depends the type of the conversation, but I mean read the different how can I say point of views about the discussion in a dialogue. But in general, I don't change my ideas. Depends the type of conversation, the discussion. If uh, how can I say? I read I listen the people about your opinion about the examples, but I have my idea too about the one discussion about one topic. But in general, I'm not changing all my ideas, about the one discussion about career, for example, about one topic in technology. I think the people there are any opinions, any ideas about the different things. It's a very, very, very good. The people have any, I mean, one in group, any people, there are many ideas, many points of view. I think it's necessary in discussion about one talks about one job. It's necessary.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't want to change our idea, but we need to be kind and respect another opinion. So it's important to listen more and talk less, right? So, Leticia, can you read the next question? Read and answer, please.
Yes. How do you make good decisions in life? Do you need some time to think? I always try to listen to my heart, but I also like to have a time to think when I need to make big decisions. Because I believe in big decisions is important to think about this. I don't know. Tipo, se colocar na balança todas as coisas boas e ruins, and do you need um, a think about the question because it's a big decision for your life. So
Yeah, I always thinking about the pros and cons, and especially in big decisions, I think a lot. Sometimes it's not necessary to thinking a lot, but I need to think. I don't like to make a decision without think. I need to think before. So, Mateus, what about you?
Yes, I think it's necessary when the people have good time for about take one decision in your life. It's necessary the people uh, stay in the time mind about this happen. It's necessary for don't uh, take a mistake in your life. In some moments in your life, the people take a decision in the moments when the people is very nervous, the people is very stressed. It's damage for your life when the people don't mind about the one decision. In my case, I if your decision se for uma decisão assim muito que vai impactar assim minha vida, eu tomo um tempo, né? Penso bastante nas possibilidades. And after that, I take a decision. I think it's necessary when the people pause in these moments, mind about the decision, and then after that, take a decision about things about your life, about your career, about anything on your acontecimentos em sua vida. I think it's necessary when the people have a time for take a decision.
Yeah, I agree with you. As Letícia said, it's important to listen our heart, but I need to think with my mind, with my brain. And for example, if I pass for an stressful situation in my work and I think, oh, I will quit myself, quit myself. I don't know, I don't remember. Quit myself, but I need to thinking about this because I need the money and it's my job, so I need to be careful about these situations. So what do you think, Ferezinho?
I think the same, because you need to a time to think when you make a decision, because you need to, for example, you need to pay attention. For example, I can say pay attention. For example, for example, it is good for you, and you, for example, and you make decisions, and you need to think more about it. It's my opinion. My opinion. Do you understand? Or no?
Yeah,
My,
you need some time to think, right?
yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
I sometimes. Yeah, I always I think I always think about the when you make decision. I always think, but I not for the make decision for that suddenly. That suddenly I think before and then make decision after. No, no, I think before to make decision.
Yeah, I feel you because even a simple decision, I need to think.
Yeah,
It's happened
yeah,
every
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Thank you, Verizin.
yeah. You're welcome.
So, Jessica, what do you think?
Okay, to me, I agree, guys. I think it's important to think before to jumping in any conclusion, and it's something that I do a lot. Maybe it's even a bad thing. I used to overthink it about the things, and to me, help me um, to writing what I'm feeling and to writing the pros and the cons, helping me to take decisions, the right decision. And yeah, I agree. I think it is important to take a time. And when it's something really important to your life, you need to think a little bit more. And I think the new things always scare sometimes. And maybe that decision can be a good thing. And it's difficult to get yourself in a point of like put yourself in out of your comfort zone, and sometimes that decisions inclusive this. And in that point, when I find myself in that point, I think it's good to take my time to think a little bit before and then to take my decisions.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's hard to get out of our comfort zone because it's uncomfortable, right? So
Yeah.
we need to thinking about these decisions and yeah, thank you, Jessica. And Elton.
Well, I totally agree with you guys. I believe that time is essential. We need to think very well before take some decision. But sometimes, otherwise, I believe that overthinking can be harmful, and we need to take care about it. But when I have some doubts, I like to ask for someone with more experience, someone with a better background in the area or the field. About the life, when I have some doubts, I like to ask for help to my mom, to my uncle, someone older than me that have more life experience. So yeah, that's my opinion about it.
Yeah, sometimes it's important to hear another opinion from people that we love, people that related to us. It's important. Thank you,
Yeah.
Elton. So, Mateus, can you read the next question, please?
Yeah, Larissa. Do you usually think about the consequence before they happen? Yes, in my case, when I make a decision, I always think about the consequence, the decision, about my life, about my family. It's important for not to make uh, decisions wrong, and there are any effects in your life. I think it's necessary when you take a decision about your life, do you mind about the consequence things? Because there are consequences about one decision wrong, and there are many effects in your life. I think necessary when do you mind about this, about your decision. It's necessary for diminuir riscos. I don't know in English. Diminuir risks about the decision. I think necessary when do you take a decision, do you mind about this?
Yeah, it's important to thinking about the consequence because everything we do has consequence. So we need to thinking about this, right? Thank you, Mateus. And what do you think, Leticia?
I try think about the consequence, but I think there are things we only learn by mistakes. It's the life.
Yeah. Thank you, Leticia. So, Jessica, what do you think?
To me, like I said, I always overthinking. So I think to me is not a good thing. But I always trying to think about the consequences of my actions. Even if I putting myself in a situation, for example, when I talking to someone and I jumping in some conclusion or I think something wrong, I don't like to jumping and just throw everything. I like to take my time and yeah, like my dad always told me that something that you said wrong is always be said, so you're not coming back with this. So I try to always think about the consequence of my actions, and maybe is overthinking, but yeah.
I feel you, Jessica. I like to thinking about the worst scenario about
Yeah.
a decision. I always do this. Thank you, Jessica. So, Ferezinho, go ahead.
I agree, né, with the guys, né, because I thinking before more about when I make decision or and you about I think more about the consequence because I'm afraid that when what will happen, but I'm very afraid. Very afraid about the consequence because I have experience about it, né? Because they make decisions without thinking. It's complicated, and that's all. It's,
Yeah, and sometimes we regret about
yeah,
do something without thinking, so it's important to
yeah.
thinking about the consequence. Thank you. And Elton, what do you think?
Yeah, sure. I believe that when I have to think about some decision, for consequence, I need to think in the consequence about that my decision will bring me. So yeah, it's part of the process when you need to take a decision, when you need to take a new way in your life. So I need to think in the consequence to be prepared with I have some obstacle uh, during the process, or I don't know. Anyway, that's my opinion.
Yeah, you need to be prepared for good or for bad things,
Yeah,
so
you need
it's
to be, you
important.
need to think in the possibilities.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Elton. So, Jessica, can you read the next question, please?
Okay, what is skepticism? Is like skepticism?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know. I think, guys, go ahead. I don't know how to answer that.
Let me help you guys. So there are some cinemas about
About the
word.
philosophy, né? Philosophy, né? Você diz, né? Filosofia, né? Não, I don't know.
Not really, but
É,
there's some
corrente.
synonyms of this word, and could be doubt or mistrust, suspicion, and I make a search about it because it's difficult to answer. And for me, skepticism is the to question something, not agree all the time. We need to have on our own ideas and opinions about the question, things like that. So, is there anyone would like to answer this question?
Well, I believe that the biggest ideas become from this kind of attitude because someone had a question about what I don't know what something works. So someone had a question and maybe bring something new, had some innovation idea. So yeah, for me, it makes sense that the I don't know how can I pronounce this word, but we have the words that we have nowadays because in the past a lot of people had a question about some opinions or ideas. I don't know. It's a hard question.
Yeah, but thank you, Elton. So, anyone would like to answer too? Or we can skip? Go ahead, Matheus.
I think I imagine an attitude of questioning facts, opinions, or beliefs about sex. I think it's when the people have the opinion, how can I say? Quando a pessoa I don't know in English. Quando a pessoa ela não acredita muito ali às vezes no que pode acontecer ali. I think that's it about skip. Oh my God. Skepticism. I think that's it.
Yeah, it's the benefit of the doubt. Thank you, Matheus. So, Leticia and Terezinha, would you like to answer or?
I think about this. There are many complicated because there are many things. For example, attitudes, questions, and knowledges. It's complicated because it's not about the true. The when because the I don't know adepts I don't know. Uh, Adepts of the skepticism. It's defend that no exist through in through absolute true in about nothing, many things. It's complicated, né? It's complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you
Many guys
for trying.
to.
Thank you. So, Terezinha, would you like to read the next question, please?
Of
Number
course.
5.
Where do you look for new information? Where do you look for any information? Look for. I look for. Where? On? In the internet, né? Internet where I search and the many, for example, new information and the learning and the learning many things, né? About, for example, when I can learn or search for about the specific things when I don't know, I will search in Google or internet, and ChatGPT helped me very much about it too. For example, when I try to, for example, translate, try to understand the write, for example, Portuguese to in English for in email, I ChatGPT helped me very much about it. But when I try, and it's my opinion, okay? Do you understand or not?
Right,
Yeah.
right. The internet is a great place to look for
Yeah.
new information, but we need to be careful about
Yes.
fake
Yeah.
news, as
Taking it.
Welton
Yeah.
said some questions ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great. I don't use the chat GPT yet, but I know it's great to use for something, as
Yeah.
said, to translate an email, or I don't know.
Help me.
I don't know too much about ChatGPT. Sorry, guys.
Help me very much.
Thank you. So, Mateus, what do you think?
The complementation this Perez talk, the ChatGPT. I use it ChatGPT too, but ChatGPT is good. But there are some information the ChatGPT it's not. How can I say? Você tem que fazer uma pergunta assim muito. Tem alguns some comments
Specific,
about
né?
you put in ChatGPT for a good results, but it's good for when you people talk about your information. I use the internet in general, the about for reads, learning about things, learning a new tools. In my area, for example, I work as a data analyst. I use I'm learning the internet about one tools, the difference about tools, the how can I say the some courses in platforms. I think the advance of the internet it's good for this for the access the information. It's very large. It's very large. The access the information. And for me, I use the internet for tools the information. In some cases, I'm use the ChatGPT for correct the summing, for example, for conditional. I use in the some tools in my area, and I mean, I make a conference about this is correct the results, what is the significance about this one topics. It's very good the ChatGPT, but it's necessary do you put some comments for the ChatGPT result a good result. It's very well for learning English, traduce the mails, create a phrases about the internet, about Instagram, about LinkedIn. It's very good.
Yeah, one thing that I know about ChatGPT is we need to give more and more information about something to receive a certain answer. But I think it's great to use, but we need to be careful too, because we need to thinking about this. We don't you don't need to use all the time, we need to be careful. So, Welton, what do you think?
Well, like the guys, I like to use the internet. I don't watch TV. So when I need to know something about the real world, I like to read some uh, online news blog like Wall, Globo, and in my work routine, I like to read documentations. I like to watch some tutorials or even some tech blogs. I use a lot the Stack Overflow. For me, in my case, I like to use the ChatGPT in the last case because I believe that there you have everything easier, too easier. So sometimes it's for I guess or I believe that it's not good because you you become dependent of the ChatGPT and you don't learn what they bring it to you. And but I like to use sometimes. It's a good tool, so you need to use it carefully. And yeah, in general, is that I like to buy some physical books as well, some technical books. Yeah, I looking for information in every place, every things.
Yeah, it's a mix, right?
Yeah,
And yeah, I agree with you. It's important to reducing the consumption of the internet. It's great to looking for information in another place, not just the internet or not just from social media. For example, we need to do a certain, I forgot, certain search about about something. And thank you,
yeah.
Elton.
I by the way, I like to use the forum as well because there you can find a lot of people with more experience and more background, and you can have real opinions and point of views.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. And Jessica, what do you think?
To me, I think it depends of the kind of information. When it's something advice, personal advice, I like to go for my parents and the people that I care. And when it's something that is relatable to my work, I am a nutritionist, so I normally search in articles, scientific articles. I also like to look for books. Of course, the majority of this comes from the internet, but I like to have like some official search about it instead of like social media. I think it's great sometimes, but it have a lot of misinformation there. So to me, I normally look for articles, scientificals, and books. Yeah, I think the majority that I do.
Yeah, you said something about social media, and I remember the new generation. I don't know the name, but after Gen Z, they
Mm.
don't use the Google for search something. They use TikTok, and
Yeah,
it's I don't know. It's
yeah, it's
it's
true. It's
difficult
true.
to me thinking about it.
Yeah, it's true. This happens a lot. I think it's easy to find any kind of information there, but the problem is because you cannot know if that is true, and you cannot see if this is officially. So it's something difficult to believe sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
So, Leticia, go ahead, please.
I use the internet for new information too, and I don't watch TV. But for newspapers, I follow like two newspapers that I love, BBC and CNN. But I don't follow in my, I don't know, time, free time, or is the a prayer for me, and I watch, I learn about this, and
Yeah, so, sometimes I heard a podcast from BBC, I guess, and it's great to get the information and to practice my English. So it's great.
Fox
Thank
News
you,
good
Leticia.
too. Fox News. I heard Fox News too. It's heard too. BBC, Fox News, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. And Elton, can you read the next question, please? Number 6.
Yeah, sure. Do you think people expect you to have an opinion about everything? Well, I don't know. Sometimes yes, but see, for me it depends because you need to tell when you don't really know something because sometimes I know some people that it's like a person that know everything. So I don't want to talk with this kind of people because sometimes these people don't know the subject, but like to how can I say, encher linguiça. So when I don't know some subject, I like to let the people clear that I really don't know, but I am open to listen and learn about the subject. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think sometimes it's impossible to have an opinion about everything, but
Yeah,
I feel with the advancement of the internet, uh, every person have an opinion about everything, but it's impossible to have an opinion. So I don't know. It's difficult for me.
yeah,
What do
I
you
agree.
think, Mateus?
Yes, Alisa, I agree. I think some people have the expects about the other people opinion about the different topics. I think the information is very, very large, and I don't know. One people have uh, uh, one idea, one topics about the everything. It's very, very difficult. I don't know one people when there are one opinion, one point of view about everything. It's very, very difficult. I don't know. I think is necessary. There are some talks, the people that are your opinion, there are your point of view, but the information when the people discuss, it's it's very large. For example, the people when the people talk, they write the WhatsApp, the information in the end of the day, it's very, very message, and I think it's dependendo da mensagem, você fica ali, né, gerando mais de 500 mensagens e não dá assim, né? Tu vê para você chegar in your opinion, there are many messages. I think it's very, I don't know one people when there are one point of view about everything, but it's very, very difficult because there are many information. I think that's it.
Yeah, sometimes I know something about a topic, but I just have superficial ideas or opinions about this, and yeah, we need to listen more, right? Because I'm not an specialist about everything, so it's important to listen another idea. So Leticia, what do you think?
Mm, I sorry. It's very difficult to know about everything, and I'm not ashamed to speak up when I don't know something. Uh, I learning about something, and I talk about this person uh, uh, sobre as minhas dificuldades, sabe? Que eu não sei o assunto, enfim.
Yeah, it's important to listen another person, and I don't have a great self-esteem to talk about something that I don't know because I know people fake very well, but I'm not this person. And Okay, guys, so Jessica.
Yeah, I think because of the internet, how some of you say, guys, because of the amount of the information that we have, I maybe the people expecting you to know about everything, but I agree that we don't need to know about everything. It's difficult to have that deep knowledge about everything. But yeah, to me, I also like to not say something when I just have a superficial idea. But it's difficult to me ask for help sometimes. But yeah, I feel like the people want to expect you to know about everything, but I don't think it's possible to know about everything.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica. And Perezin, what do you think?
It's complicated, né? Because each person have an opinion, I'm not, and I don't know the person. For example, uh, it's depend. For example, depend the opinion the people. For example, accept to have opinion, but I don't know. But it's not true. But I don't know. It's not true. It's complicated. Né? It's complicated because the people. This each people, né? Have your opinion. Né? It's a
Yeah, right. Thank
nice.
you,
No,
Perezin.
yeah, okay.
So I think we have time for one more question. So let's go to the question number 9. Do you have any great ideas on the shower? Because yes, for me, because it's my me time and I always thinking about the situation, about the problem. So it's a great moment to have idea for me. And for you, Leticia.
For me too. I don't know about the great ideas, but when I think about someone, a lot of, and I don't conclusion about this, but when I go a shower, I think and I relax and I can answer the question. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great moment. So for you, Jessica.
I think that's happened to me too. Sometimes I have good ideas on the shower, but I can easily forget about them. So it's really depends. I easily forget about this. But when it's a great idea, it's something that I think is important and that I want to apply to my life. I like when I finish my shower, I like to writing and making a plan and to go for to that direction. So yeah.
Great, Jessica. Thank you. And you, Perezin.
Sure, I have great ideas when I take a shower, and it's fun. It's and I have many ideas about the music too. I create music to when I take a shower, but when I go stop the shower, I forget all. Yeah, it's very crazy.
Yeah, it's
It's very
happened a
crazy.
lot.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
the sleepy too. And the sleepy too. I have many ideas. And I was sleeping. It's very crazy, no? But when I was sleeping too.
Thank you, Perezin. And for you, Mateus.
Yes, my case, I have some ideas and I take a shower. It's in a moment when the people relax the day, relax, mind about everything. The mind the people is more uh, slowly. And when I sleep too, I think it's a good moment for the people when the people have a good idea because it's the moment the depend the day it's more how can I say um momento assim muito agitado do dia fica difícil da pessoa have a good idea but in the moments they relax they take a shower they sleeping I think it's a good moment for the people plan about one idea, have one solution about one problem. I think it's good for the people this moment to relax for plan or have a good idea about things.
Yeah, it's a great moment to relax and to think. And for you, welcome.
Well, yeah, totally. There I found the best or the good English sentence. There I can solve some bugs or real problems in my life. I don't know, but during my shower I can have a clear thought. I don't know, but bring me good ideas, good thoughts, and different points of view. I don't know, but for me it works.
Great, Elton. So thank you guys for today. Let me share with you the link of survey. Okay. I need to prepare the next topic, but I think it's something related to the process of learning English. I don't know yet, but I hope to see you soon. And thank you for today, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye
day.
bye.
Thank you.